For most of the pro wrestlers today, WWE is the end-all be-all in the wrestling business. Considering the amount of money and fame bestowed upon the top stars in the organization, it is difficult to say no to the leading sports entertainment company on the planet. While most of the performers consider it to be an honor to work with Vince McMahon and be a part of WWE, not everyone is tempted by the riches in the spotlight. In fact, numerous wrestlers have turned down offers to work with the organization, either because of exclusivity in working for the company or because the financial package did not match their expectations. My name is John, and in this video we take a look at 10 wrestlers who have recently turned down a contract offer from the #1 wrestling promotion on the planet. The playa from the Himalaya had been in the wrestling business for nearly 2 decades and gained prominence due to his body of work in Impact Wrestling. Sanjay Dutt had been a pioneer of high-flying wrestling and is a former X Division champ. Dutt, along with the likes of AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, popularized the X Division in the company, and his matches have also provided excitement and entertainment for the fans. Thus, it comes as no surprise that WWE got in touch with Sanjay in 2016 and wanted him to report to the WWE Performance Center. Sanjay, however, did not want to move his family to Florida, as he wasn't guaranteed a spot on the main roster. Dutt would decline WWE's offer and choose to stay with Impact. Sanjay now finds himself working closely with the management backstage as he makes the transition from being an in-ring competitor to working as a member of the creative team in the promotion. The Bullet Club was running roughshod in New Japan Pro Wrestling not too long ago, with Prince Devitt, also known as Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows terrorizing the wrestlers in the promotion. Along with them, Bad Luck Fale was one of the earliest members of the stable, and when WWE came knocking on the door back in 2015, Fale chose not to follow in the footsteps of his stablemates, and decided to commit his future to New Japan. While Balor, Anderson, and Gallows accepted WWE's offer, Fale felt like he owed the promotion for taking a chance with him, and showed his loyalty by snubbing the North American organization. Not many wrestlers say no to Vince McMahon's company, but seeing how WWE has mistreated Anderson and Gallows, Fale might have dodged a bullet by declining their offer. Fale is one of the more popular wrestlers, so that's why it's difficult to see him walking away from New Japan, leaving behind all the success and adulation he currently receives. As the arrogant, self-involved superstar that created massive waves on his very first night in the company, Carlito was destined for greatness in the WWE. Spitting apples and taking names were just a part of what made Carlito an instant hit. Carlito won the United States Championship in his very first match in the WWE, defeating the then-champ John Cena. Carlito would go on to defeat the likes of Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and RVD in his very first few matches in the company, highlighting the faith that WWE had in the star. However, towards the end of his tenure with WWE, neither Carlito nor the management were happy with each other, and after a couple of wellness policy violations, Carlito was released from his contract. Since then, the star has gone back to the indies and bulked up his resume, once again proving to the world why WWE showed interest in him to begin with. After the brand split, WWE would get into contact with Carlito and offer him a contract, but the former US champ would decide to decline the company's offer. There may come a time when both parties would want to work with each other, but given the fact that Carlito is enjoying his time on the independents and his brother Primo and cousin Epico have been given very few chances in the company, the time may not be ripe for him to return to the promotion. Over the past few years, Triple H has made it a point to build NXT as the greatest wrestling brand on the planet. This has seen numerous top talents, including the likes of Nakamura, Joe, and more recently Adam Cole, make their way to WWE's developmental brand, giving the WWE Universe a glimpse of what they're capable of in a wrestling ring. In late 2015, the company would decide to give former TN8 heavyweight champion James Storm a taste of what the brand embodied. The WWE fans were understandably happy with Storm being a popular wrestler among the more knowledgeable fans. While Storm competed twice on NXT, he was seen back with Impact just a month later. It was then disclosed by the wrestler himself that he decided against signing with the promotion, on the grounds that he did not want to move his family to Florida, and that he was very happy working with Impact Wrestling. Considering the fact that Storm left Impact recently, there is a good possibility that Cowboy might once again show up on NXT TV in the near future. From being a WWE champion to making a successful transition to acting, Batista is truly in a league of his own. Following in the footsteps of Dwayne Johnson, Batista did what most of his contemporaries couldn't do, and that's become a box office hit. While Batista's previous run with WWE did not begin or end well, with the fans turning on him due to snubbing Daniel Bryan, the Animal still harbors intentions of coming back for one last run with the company. leading up to WrestleMania 34, the WWE wanted Batista to be involved in the storyline with Ronda Rousey and wanted Batista to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. However, the superstar still believes he has one last run in him, and decided to decline WWE's proposition, because according to the rumor mill, Dave wants to bow out with a match with Triple H and isn't interested in a one-off match, or to end his wrestling career with the Hall of Fame induction, leading to him turning down the company's offer. Nick and Matt Jackson are possibly two of the best wrestlers on the indie scene, and have gained notoriety for their abrasive, unabashed demeanor. While the duo have never worked with WWE, they have gotten into legal trouble with the company before, with the Young Bucks using the "Too Sweet" catchphrase and the logos on their t-shirts. WWE would send a cease and desist letter, a move that the tag team, being the creative marketing machine that they are, would end up using their advantage to sell more merch. The Young Bucks aren't everyone's cup of tea. While working for Impact Wrestling, they reportedly rubbed quite a few wrestlers the wrong way, but there's no denying the fact that Matt and Nick are hot commodities in the wrestling industry. WWE reportedly reached out to the duo, asking them to work with the company for motion capture work for their WWE 2K19 video game, something that could have led to the organization offering them contracts on the main roster, but the brothers would decline WWE's proposition. It only goes to show that you can achieve success anywhere in the wrestling industry, provided you work hard and are creative enough to grow your own brand. One of the biggest stars brought in for the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic tournament was former DDT Pro Wrestling star Kota Ibushi. Ibushi has gained a massive fan following after his exploits in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and when WWE announced Ibushi as one of its competitors, the universe was understandably overjoyed, thinking about the potential matchups involving the Japanese star. Ibushi was one of the firm favorites to win the Cruiserweight Classic tournament, but had to bow out before the finals, as he reportedly declined WWE's offer. The company wanted Ibushi to be a part of the organization, but Kota, who has repeatedly stated in the past that he doesn't wrestle for money, politely turned down the offer, citing his interest to work with several other promotions. Ibushi has since returned to New Japan and has been a multiple-time junior heavyweight champion. While Ibushi turned down WWE's offer, it wouldn't be far-fetched to believe that he will eventually sign with WWE in the near future. One of the benefits of being an independent wrestler is the freedom to work for different promotions, while having complete control of your schedule. This has been an attractive proposition for various independent performers, including for one Will Ospreay. Ospreay captured the imagination of the wrestling world during the Best of the Super Juniors tournament in 2016, where he put on an instant classic with Ricochet, earning praises from all corners. So when WWE would decide to start their own cruiserweight division, it was only normal for the promotion to reach out to one of the hottest stars in the business today. However, Ospreay revealed during an edition of Talk Is Jericho that he turned down WWE's offer, and stated that he wanted more control of his schedule and was happy traveling all around the world, working for the likes of Ring of Honor and New Japan. Ospreay is certainly a name to be reckoned with, and considering he's still very young, there is time for the superstar to ply his trade overseas before eventually signing up with the WWE. Everything that needs to be said about Sabre Jr. has probably already been said. He's arguably the best technical wrestler in the world today, and has taken the business by the scruff of its neck, putting on great match after great match. Sabre Jr. was also invited by the WWE to compete in the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic tournament. However, even though he was one of the favorites to win, he ended up turning down WWE's contract offer as he wanted to continue wrestling around the world. He's won multiple titles in numerous promotions and has put on several highly acclaimed matches. While the superstar has been setting the independent scene on fire, one has to believe that the winner of this year's New Japan Cup will eventually find his way in WWE. Traditionally, WWE has given opportunities to stars that have gone on to carve a place for themselves in wrestling glory. While not all of them have been successful, it is usually difficult for former talent to become popular outside of the organization. However, Kenny Omega is a notable exception, as he left WWE a decade ago to truly discover himself, and has since cemented his place as one of the best pro wrestlers in the world. Omega has stated multiple times that he wouldn't want to return to WWE, saying that he felt creatively stifled and has rebuked the way he was handled in the company. He has also stated that he has turned down WWE's advances on multiple occasions, and while Vince McMahon and his organization will have their eye on Omega, the star is quite happy working for New Japan and other independent promotions. Considering the fact that his popularity has skyrocketed over the past couple of years, he will be in no hurry to sign up with WWE. And these are 10 wrestlers who have recently turned down a contract from WWE. And I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub. I'll see you later with more wrestling videos.